Bona ha ke tsora ke go tlhaloseditse sengwe fa ha ke tsora wa itse gore ko Mafikeng ko private school ene ngwana tsena ko teng nna ke a gago ene e re bana ba ba lekanang ba ne ba tsena tlase e 1 ha ke bua ka Sekgowa. Children of the same age went in the same class, so their motto was everything happens in God's time. So even though the children are all the same age in the same class, a child finishes their book. When they finish, they write a test. When they finish the test, they get corrections and then they move on to the next book. So whether a child is on the first book or the second book depends on the child. So the child will decide when they want to learn and do their test and move on to the next book. So even though your brother was in the school from grade 1 for 4 years, half of his subjects were grade 1 and half of his subjects were grade 2. Other children in his class were doing books of grade 5. So obviously he didn't see the consequences of it because they were all in the same class. When I got his report after your mother passed away, I got the shock of my life. I asked them to send me the books. They said, no, it's private property. They don't share it. They don't send books home. So they cannot give me the books that he used because I wanted to see where he was behind and help him. So I had to help him blindly. Luckily, the private school, the Catholic school that he went to, they said the Education Act or the Children's Act, I don't know which of the two, does not allow children to be in the same class if there's a 2-year gap. So he couldn't go into grade 3 because he was 10 years old at the time, because grade 3, 7, 8, 9, he was turning 11 years. So he was 11 years, so he couldn't do grade 3, so they put him in grade 4, even though he was behind. His knowledge was grade 2 at best. So yeah, that's why I was fighting with him a lot. Fighting with him to do his homework, fighting with him to do the books that I bought him, fighting with him to do his assignments because I knew that his foundation was behind. We did the assessments and they confirmed that his understanding of the world, the way he processes things, his education were between a child of 7 to 8 years old, even though he was turning 11. Yeah, anyway, moral of the story is that because he was in the same class and other children were ahead of him, he could not see it. So now that he's in the school that he's in, he wanted to do cricket. He went to do cricket, to do trials. They asked him how old he is. So he's turning 12 soon. So they put him with children who are he's under, so they put him with children of his age, and he got the shock of his life that they are 2 years ahead of him in grades. He's in grade 5. The children who are his age are in grade 7. He's very confused, he's very hurt, he's very sad. So I asked him if he understands what's going on. He said yes, because he spent too long. No, he says because he repeated. And I said, no, you never repeated a grade. You just spent a long time doing work. You were delaying work, not doing it, so you fell behind. So yeah, it's very sad to see him so sad. Yeah. So the reality is, yeah, he's catching up. He's growing. Shame. He's growing.